Warning, STS Radio contains vulgar people, vulgar language, and vulgar ideas. If any of this offends you, kindly blow it out your ass.
Son of a bitch bastard!
Let's start this again. Shall we? Jesus Christ.
You're fucking retarded!
Hey, Pickle-Licker, wanna play the right intro?
One more time!
Are you ready? Oh, yeah. It smells like bacon and a new podcast. I know I gotta use that intro last week, but I was like, fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. Everything smells like a new podcast. It's got the new podcast smell.
Which is basically what? Farts?
Well,
Farts and bacon?
Farts, failure, and a hint of jalapeno. Welcome, everybody.
Really no bacon?
What?
No bacon?
Well, no, because they're failure and bacon do not go together, sir.
Well, that's true. That's
okay.
True. Those two things combined are not impossible.
Exactly.
Or it is impossible, rather.
Well, no, unless you burn the shit out of them like a schmuck.
Yeah, okay, so it's not impossible.
It's not impossible, but I mean, you gotta try hard to fuck it up.
That's true. I burned minute rice one time. So there is that. It's definitely possible.
Now, if you told me you would burn spaghetti, I would have been like, and this podcast is over. Bruce, you're fired. Wanted podcast partner that does not burn macaroni. Well, welcome to STS Radio, everybody. I'm Andrew Moss. With me, as always, Bruce Gates.
Hey.
So, yeah, big death in the news.
Yeah.
So long, dipshit.
No kidding.
Probably the funniest fucking thing, though, about, you know, his death was, you know, when he was sick, his family came out with a statement basically saying, like, you know, please show our family respect in our time of our time of need here. And everybody was like, what are you, fucking nuts?
No kidding.
Like, no, we're gonna fucking protest your shit. Fuck you. Like,
a lot of people were saying, like, oh, you know, you shouldn't stoop to his level and shit like that, you know, but...
No, it's not about stooping to his level. It's about sending a fucking message.
Yeah, there is that.
There's the sending of a message of, you know, we're going to protest your shit so you see what it's like. Is, you know, oh, that's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. Well, how the fuck do you think everybody else feels? And then
did you see they're not having a funeral for him?
I did not see that. They're probably going to, bury him in the church or something like that, right?
Who knows?
I don't know. It's kind of weird, though, because I was reading a report that he got excommunicated from his own church like 2 years ago.
I heard about that too, and I had never heard anything about that before.
Well, like, the thing is, yeah, but like the thing is, like, nobody's like confirmed it or denied it or anything like that. So
yeah, it could just be a bunch of bullshit.
It could be, but I mean, then again, it's fucking crazy people, so you know, you can't you only take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, people have been either leaving or kicked out of that church for quite some time, and I guess it was getting smaller and smaller, which is pretty small to begin with, because it's all like family and friends of family and shit. So yeah. It's not a very big church to begin with.
I will say, the one good thing that came out of Fred Phelps, well, actually two things. One was a documentary called Small Town Gay Bar, which, you know, has an interview with him and just shows, like, how fucking, like, diseased this guy is. But it was entertaining as hell, though.
Or how much of a disease he is.
Yeah, very true, very true. You know, he is quite cancerous.
I haven't actually seen it, but I've heard the interview described, and
yeah, it's pretty entertaining. It
seems like it was pretty intense to have been there, especially considering that the person interviewing him was gay. You know,
yeah,
and to sit in that room with him, and yikes.
Yeah, and then the second thing, because of that interview, that influenced Kevin Smith's villain for Red State, so that came out of that, which is a damn good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It still makes me laugh. Like the protests, like the guy holding up the sign, "Cock tastes yummy," just protesting the Westboro Baptist Church.
Yeah, that's hilarious. There's somewhere I saw recently you can actually see the sign, and it was awesome. Like he used different colored glitter for each letter.
Oh yeah,
for yummy and shit. Like, oh my god, it's so funny. Like he really did go all out on this one.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna make the gayest sign ever.
Congratulations.
There were other ones like Muse fucks like a god.
Yeah.
Thor hates homework. It's a bunch of other shit.
Oh man.
And it's like really like that's kind of stooping down to their level a little bit. Like just holding the counter protest with stupid signs. It's like you fight stupid with stupid, but
right.
You're at least making it entertaining now.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, those wacky Phelps.
Seriously, what a crazy bunch.
Seriously, they woke up, took stupid juice, and anybody that basically like questions like why I don't fucking like believe in like religions and whatnot, like that's a good fucking case as to why.
Yeah, I mean, it can get pretty cultist at times, and that's a good example of how very cultist it can be.
Very.
And it gets scary when people get so blindly, persuaded.
Yeah, and it's how crazy do you have to be to worship the same basic God, but have other sections of that religion just basically go, look, they're not with us, they're fucking crazy.
That's the thing about them in particular is that
like they
sort of were in this alternate space that a lot of people haven't breached, which is like everybody disliked them. There isn't a single group who liked them or who sided with them. Like Republicans hated them, Democrats hated them. Like
they were like the bizarro Christians.
Really, like nobody liked them.
Jesus worship. We do
you
good
can't really
prayer.
say that about any other group of people, except for now, maybe like people who are like the Klan, like those kinds of groups, like hate groups that are designed for that purpose. But like churches, like no one hates a church except for the Westboro Baptist Church, whom everybody hates.
Exactly.
They're really in a very cliche and niche market, if you will. Which explains maybe why the church is 20 people stronger and shortening. 20 people strong and shortening.
But no, I mean you have this tiny church that's just essentially it's built around fucking hate. Which the funny part was, what Fred Phelps was before he became this pastor for this church?
He was a street preacher, but I don't know what he was before that.
He was a civil rights lawyer.
Really?
Yep.
He's a lawyer. Specifically a civil rights lawyer.
Civil rights lawyer, man. I was reading about this. I was like, dude, that is fucking crazy.
Probably learning about it so that he could learn to exploit it, I suppose.
Probably, yeah. It's kind of like the thing, like, know thy enemy or whatever have you.
Exactly, yeah.
But I mean, like, you look at, like, just, like, the Catholic religion in general, like, they're all fucking nuts.
Some more than others, but...
Some more than others. Like, you've got, like, different factions of it, if you will, that have to do something else to stand out. Like, the Westboro Baptist Church. They're fucking crazy.
So crazy that no one affiliates with them.
Exactly. They are crazy. They are retarded.
Which, I will say does, sort of at least speak to the defense of the other groups, because at least they're not stupid enough to align themselves with someone so full of hate speech.
Yeah. But then, again, you got the other churches that are just, like, begging for money, build a bigger church and what have you. Like, that guy, Joel Osteen, I think his name is. How he preaches in, like, this giant fucking mega church. And it's, like, quote-unquote, seen by millions every week. It's like, I don't think Jesus needs the word spread around much anymore. Like, if you haven't heard about Jesus, like, okay, you've been living under a rock and you're one hell of a person.
No kidding. Yeah, there's actually a pretty big church near us in the town or city, whatever it is, of Drakeit, where we passed. We used to go. Remember the Riverside Diner that we used to go to?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
If you drive like a little bit past that, you could get to this place called JG's, But before that, there used to be this really, really big church. And at first I was like, what the fuck is that place? Is that a casino? That place is massive. And then I saw it was a sign that said that it was a church. I was like, holy shit, that's a big fucking church, man.
Yeah, like I remember, like fuck it. My ex was actually from Drake, and we were driving by this place one day, and she's like, by the way, see that place over there? I was like, yeah, what about it? She's like, they make great fried chicken. I was like, fuck it, let's go. She's like, you know what it was before that? I was like, no. She's like, it was a church. I was like, so they that's awesome. They went from Jesus to fried chicken.
Jesus
all hail
loves the little chicken.
Just Colonel Sanders gets up on the podium and is like, no, okay, now we're going to the page Exodus Spices 1357. Okay, so we got the cumin, we got the Italian seasoning. Oh, it's so good.
You've been watching Good Eats, haven't you?
No, not really. I haven't. Dude, honestly, I haven't watched that in like 6 months.
I haven't seen that show in a long time.
Yeah, I know.
That's a good show.
It is a good show, but, you know. I think that's also one of those cases where you don't want to meet your heroes, you know?
That's what I've heard.
It really depends on, like, who that said person is.
Yeah.
Like, case in point, I've met a shit ton of fucking people. Some of them were really nice. Couple have been dicks. You know, and I will gladly talk about them if, you know, the opportunity ever arose, but yeah, I heard like fucking messed up shit about him, man. Like like, you know, okay, dude's a fucking Catholic and whatnot. He's not out there like, you gotta damn it, believe in Jesus and blah 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 blah. But like,
He's not like Phil Robertson.
No. No, he's not that big of a dick. But I was reading a review from one of his shows. I think it was in like North Dakota or something like that. And I mean, he was just bombing all over the fucking place, like just like cracking jokes about gay marriage and like he was opening up like this cookbook or something like that to talk about like a certain recipe from like the olden times. He opens it up and he shows like a picture. There's like a black guy in there. Goes, "Hey, look, everybody, it's a Negro."
Oh man!
I'm just like, oh fuck, dude, really?
Jesus.
So I think Alton Brown counts as one of those people. It's like, yeah, don't meet your heroes.
I suppose, yeah, that's a little scary.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But I mean, some people, they're, like I said, man, they're really fucking cool and whatnot, and a lot of people are fucking dicks.
It does happen,
yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, fucking, I'm looking at you, Don Dokken, you fuck. Piece of shit.
Fucking Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, Lou Ferrigno is a fucking another one. Fucking deaf retarded bastard.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Big
Where's
deal.
my fanny pack?
Yeah, big deal. You did the fucking Hulk for what, 3 years until it got fucking canceled. You did nothing else except for like what, Celebrity Apprentice, and you did the voice of the Hulk in the fucking Avengers movie. Congratulations.
I was gonna say he did reprise it for the Avengers, did he not?
Yeah, he just did the voice.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. I mean, wasn't it like CG or something?
Yeah, like the Hulk was CG, and even that Hulk was fucking bullshit.
Why? Because he beat Superman?
Dude, Hulk never beat Superman in the comics. Okay, do your fucking research here, sir.
No, I never saw Avengers. I was just saying, did you say that because he beat him in the movie? But
No.
You're like, fuck the Hulk. He beat Superman in the movie. That's bullshit.
No, he didn't.
I
Hulk,
never saw the movie.
Hulk never.
I know Superman's probably not even in it.
I don't know why.
He can't be, right?
I don't know why Superman would be in a Marvel movie, but I guess.
Exactly, right? Like, I was gonna say he can't be.
No. But like you've never seen the Avengers, right?
No.
Okay. Do you plan on seeing it?
No.
Good. Then I'm gonna spoil the fuck out of it for you.
Go for it.
Okay, so basically, like with the Hulk character and whatnot, when you first meet him, he's in like some like third world country, acting as like a doctor and whatnot, and, you know, healing sick people and whatever have you. Gets recruited to go up to you know, the Shield's helicarrier and whatnot, and he's working with Tony Stark to, like, you know, find this fucking weapon and what have you.
And it is Robert Downey Jr., right?
It is Robert Downey Jr. playing Tony Stark, yes.
That's cool.
Yeah. And he does a damn good job of it, too.
He does do a good Tony Stark.
Yes. Have you seen the Iron Man movies?
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure I've seen 2. I know I've seen 1.
Okay. Those are awesome. Um, but yeah, so basically, like, the entire movie, they're just like, look, don't get this guy mad. When he's mad, he's a monster. He's out of control and blah, 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 blah. And eventually, like, Bruce Banner gets, the helicarrier gets attacked and whatnot, and Bruce Banner is knocked to the ground, and, Scarlett Johansson's, like, telling Bruce Banner, like, calm down, don't get angry, and he's like, you gotta get the hell out of here, transforms into the Hulk and fucking rips his fucking pants, except for the fucking crotch, which never seems to blow out because he's got a tiny fucking steroid dick. So, end of the movie comes, like, he gets blown, like, halfway across the fucking city, and, comes back, on a fucking motorcycle, right when the Avengers fucking need him. Here comes this big fucking monster right out of the fucking sky.
Wait, on a motorcycle?
Yeah, he drove there on a fucking motorcycle to get back to the Avengers.
As the Hulk?
No, not as the Hulk, as Bruce Banner. Oh. It's like he got knocked through a fucking building. When he woke up, there he is fucking naked. And
I was gonna say, is he like fucking Hulk drive?
No.
That'd be kind of funny to see the Hulk riding a motorcycle, though.
But like, he, they've been emphasizing, like, he gets out of control. He's angry. He's out of control. Nobody can fucking stop him. So he comes back, and they're like, you remember I told you I had a little secret about this? The secret is I'm always angry. He transforms into the Hulk right there, and he's in full fucking control the entire time. Now, I was like, what the fuck kind of shit is that, man? Like, don't get me wrong, man. I dig Joss Whedon and whatnot. Like, I fucking love the shit out of Firefly, but holy Christ, man, like, that fucking blew.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me, man? Like,
I mean, the whole point of the Hulk is that he can't control it. I mean,
exactly.
That's the point.
Exactly.
You just take it away? Like, why don't you just take away fucking Wolverine's claws? Oh, wait, he did that.
Yeah, they kind of did that, yeah.
Asshole.
Whoops.
That's why I gave up on the X-Men movies.
No, wait, you saw the sequel to the Wolverine?
No, I never even saw the Wolverine.
That I wouldn't worry about. See the one that's called the Wolverine. It's actually pretty good.
Hugh Jackman is still Wolverine, I assume.
Yes. Right? Yeah, and they based it off the whole Japan storyline and whatnot.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's pretty good.
Very cool.
Not perfect, but it's good.
Very few things are perfect.
Very true. As somebody that's a fan of Superman movies, yeah, I'll fully fucking agree with that.
Fucking Batman.
Yeah. Fucking Batman.
Oh man.
Like actually, I'm kind of glad you brought up Batman because like here's something that kind of annoys me though.
Uh-oh. Look what I did.
Yeah, look what you did. Look. Oh, I know. Here it comes. Look at this storm you've unleashed. So basically, like, the thing about
the nerd rage.
Fucking don't even get me started. I'll fucking do it. So basically, like, the people, like, everybody that I talk to, it's like, oh, I like Batman more than Superman. I'm just like, okay, well, why don't you like Superman? And they're just like, well, he's too perfect. He's too perfect. And the thing that I come to find out from them is that Batman is perfect. Like, okay, doesn't have superpowers, but he's fully fucking prepared for any fucking situation. Like, he is, like, thinking a million miles an hour, has a perfect gadget to do this, has a perfect scenario for this, that, and the other thing. Fallout plans for fucking everything. And I'm just like, fucking no? Like, Superman does all this shit, and you're like, oh, he's too perfect, he's too perfect. Like, Batman does it, you're just like, he's fucking awesome. It's like, stop being fucking hypocritical here.
Oh,
fucking
man.
douche.
I'm so glad Spider-Man doesn't have this issue. He doesn't really have a nemesis. People are basically like, no, Superman and Batman could both kick the shit out of Spider-Man.
Yeah, actually, like, if I remember right, fucking Superman and Spider-Man fucking tangled up once.
Oh, nice word play right there, tangled up.
Yeah.
That's good.
Didn't even think of that one. But yeah, like, I remember at least seeing, like, the comic book cover for it. I don't know who won. I'm assuming it's Superman, but hey, I'm just a little biased here.
Wouldn't you be really pissed if you found out it was Spider-Man?
But how? I would be hard
Like,
to press to
like,
think.
what would you do if you found out that it was Spider-Man?
Um,
You should find out, actually.
I should.
I'm really curious to see if you beat him. Can't lie. Because I don't remember even seeing a cover or anything about it.
I'd be kind of curious too here. Okay, yeah, I see it. Okay, Wikipedia, blah, 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 blah. First crossover between characters of both companies. Oh, that's kind of interesting.
That is interesting.
Let's see, although it's not considered canon, blah, 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 plot summary. Okay, so Superman mistakenly blames Spider-Man for the disappearance of two women. The two begin to fight, but dodge each other's punches. I'm not... What?! What?! You're telling me Spider-Man's fucking Spider Sense can alert him to the light speed punches of Superman? That he
Apparently
can dodge them.
spiders are aware of light speed punches.
Oh my god.
You didn't know that? Fun fact. That's why you can't smush them with a newspaper or anything.
Oh my fucking god, man. Okay, my aneurysms just had aneurysms.
I mean, I won't lie. I'm a big Spidey fan, but I don't think there's any way that he'd take Superman.
Superman flies away at super speed, evading Spider-Man's next attack while trying to deduce what is happening. You gotta love that word, deduce.
That's like a deuce with an extra duh.
Let's see. Lex Luthor fires a gun at Spider-Man, irradiating the hero's costume with light similar to that emitted by a red sun. When Superman flies closer to Spider-Man, the red sun radiation erases most of Superman's powers, including his invulnerability, unbeknownst to either hero. This allows Spider-Man's punches to hurt Superman until the radiation dissipates, then Superman's powers return. Realizing his opponent's much greater strength, Spider-Man surrenders. Yes! Yes! Realizing they've both been deceived, they both agree to amicably join forces to solve the mystery and rescue the women.
Huh.
So, Superman won. Fuck you.
I kind of figured.
Yeah.
That's interesting that Luthor fucking helped him out, though.
Well, no, Luthor fucking was trying to help
out Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, because he hates fucking Superman
I know
that
he
much.
hates Superman, but still.
He's just like, well, this guy's a mortal guy as far as I know. He's like, Superman's a fucking god. Anything I can do to take this guy down, fuck it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man surrenders. Yes! Fucking A.
Fucking A, you son of a bitch.
Deduce that, you son of a bitch.
Eat that, cocksmoker.
Oh, man.
But yeah, like a lot of people, like, I've been watching that fucking thing, that death battle thing on screwattack.com, for example. And, like, they basically take, like, fictional characters from books or movies or video games or whatever have you, and they have them do a fucking battle to the death, whatever fucking floats your boat.
Mm-hmm.
So, two of the ones that apparently drew the most criticism were Batman versus Spider-Man, because they're like, no, Batman can fucking beat him. And they're like, well, no, here's why. And they brought up good points, like the Spider Sense would take away Batman's stealth, which is one of his biggest weapons.
That's true.
And they said Spider-Man's stronger, has better martial arts. And they're just like, look, if you give Batman 3 months to prepare for the fight, assumingly you're giving Spider-Man 3 months to prepare for the fucking fight as well, and he could do it just as well. So, take that and shove it up your ass. And apparently,
I don't know, that would be kind of interesting. Did they ever do a Batman versus Spider-Man?
Yeah, they did.
They did?
They did. Spider-Man won.
Really? Well, I mean, like, in the comics.
In the comics, I don't think so, no.
Yeah.
No. As far as I know, I think they did, like, Batman versus Wolverine, I think. But
I know they did Wolverine versus Punisher.
Yeah, I know they did Wolverine versus Batman for this thing called Superpower Beatdown. And fucking Wolverine beat the shit out of Batman.
That's not that surprising.
No, it's not surprising at all.
Because pretty much anything that Batman does... I mean, ultimately, Batman is just a guy.
Yeah.
You know? He can be as prepared as he wants, but if he's up against a mutant who can heal himself and has claws that are made out of metal that Batman can't possibly do shit about, then...
Yeah, like Batman tries to
what's
block
he gonna
it.
do?
Batman can try to block it and fucking his arm gets sliced in half, whatever.
Right. What's he gonna do? Build a suit like fucking Superman? You know, again, like his fight against Superman, build a fucking suit to
Yeah,
like a mech warrior or some shit.
Which again, I'm sorry, like fucking Superman doesn't hold back. Like Bruce Wayne has even admitted in comic books, he's like, look, this guy doesn't hold back. I'm fucking dead. He's like, just the fact that he's held back in these fights and like refuses to fucking kill, that saved my ass. You know. But
so what was the other fight that drew a lot of controversy besides Spidey and Batman?
It was Goku from Dragon Ball Z, whatever have you, versus Superman.
That's interesting.
That drew a lot of criticism because a lot of people were like, well, they didn't make Goku... Oh, hang on one second, I gotta go to Nerd Rage for this. They didn't make Goku strong enough. They took away powers from this guy. And they're like, well, look, here's our point. Superman basically has no limitations as far as like strength, speed, stamina, and whatnot. Goku, he does. Goku's point is like finding his limitations and trying a way to overpower them and break through them. So how do you go against a fight with a guy that has limits and a guy that has no limits?
I know absolutely nothing about Goku, by the way.
No, neither do I.
I know that he, I don't know, he appears to be very short and looks kind of funny. That's about all I know about him. Never watched a single episode of Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z.
Neither have I. But, oh man. But yeah, apparently a lot of nerds were just pissed off, and they were just like, oh, what the hell? You didn't make him as strong as he really is. He could always take Superman.
Wasn't a fair fight.
Mom, go make waffles. It's like Jesus fucking Christ, yeah. Like
that site that you're telling me about, though, kind of reminds me of I don't know if you ever saw, there was a TV show that did like historical fights, like between different groups of people.
Yeah, like Deadliest Warrior, I think.
Yeah.
That was a great show. I loved
that shit was awesome.
I dug it, man.
Yeah, ninja versus pirates and shit like that, like.
Yeah,
classic.
No, it was Pirates versus Knights. I remember that, and I was like, bull.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking bullshit.
Yeah, because then they say like Pirates won.
Yeah, the Pirates won, and they were saying like, you know, they tried firing the blunderbuss, and they gave it like 10 shots, and it fired I think like 3 times out of 10. And I'm just like, that tells me that's a fucking unreliable weapon. But when it did fire, it broke through the knight's armor. So I'm like. So basically they win because of a lucky kill with this fucking thing? What are you, out of your fucking mind?
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, the knights would probably be fortified, like, up in a castle or something, and the pirates would probably have to be taking it, because they're, you know, on a boat coming to the place. So it's not like the knights are going to be out on a fucking boat, like, let's go attack some pirates.
Yeah, well, like, the scenario they did was they had, you know, there was a knight riding along and whatnot, and then here comes a fucking pirate walking on land looking for fucking treasure or fucking booty or whatever the fuck he's looking for.
Oh, so like one-on-one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know, occasionally they would do teams, like, they would do, like, I think it was, like, the, Hitler's, like, SS men versus, like, somebody else, I can't remember, but they would essentially do a team of, like, 5-on-5.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because I would think that, like, a group of knights defending a castle, that kind of situation, I don't think the pirates would stand a chance, even with the blunderbusses.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, then they have to fire those fucking things, like, up at the castle, and that's not going to do a damn thing. The knights are just going to be like, now go away, I shall taunt you a second time.
Exactly. They'd be throwing cows at them.
Yeah, throwing cows at them, or just, you know, taking fucking boiling oil and just, here we go.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberry.
I love that movie.
What a strange man.
On second thought, let's not go to Camelot. It's a silly place.
It's only a model. Shh.
Oh, man. But, fucking, yeah, we had to go to comic book nerd rage for a minute. How dare you!
Assholes.
Yeah. So, that actually leads into this next thing I gotta talk to you about. So, played wiffle ball again today.
Nice.
I know, interesting subject, but...
Hey, man, I'm interested. Baseball season's coming up. I'm getting really psyched about it. So, hearing about wiffle ball, kind of baseball, same thing, basically.
Yeah, it works, whatever. So basically...
Gets me in the mood, really.
So one of the dipshits from last week fucking came down this week, and... Like,
the news, like the camera people, like that, those people?
Yeah, like the camera guys returned, and
oh God,
one of the guys returned. I don't want to fucking give his name out, but
no, don't name names.
no. But this dude is like hardcore fucking like nerd. Like, I'm trying to fucking like take swings at the plate and whatnot, and I got him behind me like screaming the fucking lyrics to a Power Rangers show.
Jesus Christ!
I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, eventually I just got pissed off. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, I didn't realize, though, kid's special needs. So I'm like, fuck.
Oh.
I was like, fuck, I can't fucking, like, yell at this guy. Because apparently he's, like, special needs. So I was just like...
Oops.
So I took the advice of Brian Posehn, great comedian. And he's like, if you ever want to piss off a nerd, the best thing you can do to do that, get their obsession wrong. He's like,
oh, no.
He's like, case in point, I'm driving along, the road and I see, this line of people waiting to see the next Star Wars movie. And I'm driving along, I just roll down the window and go, Star Trek sucks. Picard's a fag. Ah. He's like, and some guy who's like around my age, but fatter. He just looks at me and goes, "It's Star Wars. Get it right." It's George Lucas's vision. It's like, Jesus Christ. So.
Oh no! What did you do? You fucked with the special needs kid, you asshole.
I didn't fuck with him. Like, I didn't even realize he was special needs until somebody told me after the fucking game.
Oh, so you were fucking with him and didn't know?
Yeah. So,
oh man.
So I feel even more like a dick.
Oh jeez.
But
oh God, what did you do? You were fucking up the lyrics to Power Rangers, weren't you?
No, I told him Leonardo was my favorite Power Ranger.
Oh my God, man. And did he flip out?
No, he didn't flip out at all. Everybody else around him was busting his chops. Like, his last name was like Salisbury or something like that, and they were just calling him like the Steak Man. He's like, "Shut up!
No, man.
I don't like steak. Quit calling me that."
Oh man.
And it's fucked up.
And they didn't know either, or?
Well, no, they knew. They knew. They just
so
they like
being dicks.
they weren't really being dicks. They were just more like friendly busting balls kind of thing.
Ah, I see. So he wasn't like legit mad. He was just.
No, he was legit mad at them.
Oh.
Me, he didn't get pissed off at. I was like, shit, I gotta try harder.
Oh man.
It was kind of funny though.
I read somewhere that you hit like 3 home runs or some shit. One of
Yeah,
them grand slams.
yeah, we played a game on Thursday, and I went 12 for 15.
Jesus.
With 3 home runs, 15 RBIs. It was like they had a grand slam, 3-run home run, and then I think like a solo shot or something like that. So I was a 2-run home run away from having a fucking home run cycle.
Jeez, man.
I
Did
know.
they check the bat for cork?
Yeah.
Nope, fully legit, sir.
You were clearly drinking energy drinks beforehand.
I wish I was. Probably could have ran around. Probably could have ran around the fucking bases faster. But instead, I'm sitting here with a fucking hamstring that's fucking killing me.
Oh man, that
Yeah.
sucks. Yeah, it's the dues you pay.
Oh well.
I learned the hard way that one time that I played.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking ow, my leg. Jesus. It was only up until like a couple days ago that I only as of a couple days ago that I could fully like kneel down on the floor and it doesn't hurt.
Yeah. It takes a lot out of you, man.
It does, man. It does. Especially when you're so fucking lethargic all winter and you're
Yeah.
not doing shit. All of a sudden you go fucking run the bases. You're like, oh, that was a bad idea.
Yeah. So I had the home run lead in the league for about 2 days. And then the guy came today, he fucking leads me by 1 home run now.
Oh, man.
I know.
Jeez.
But I was just like, you know what, man, fuck it. I've already got like, the major awards and whatnot. I was just like, fuck it, I just want my number retired now. That's all I want now.
Chris probably still just wants Minnesota.
Chris is still trying to get that fucking MVP. It was kind of weird because he showed up on time today, which is very unlike him.
Wow.
I think there was only one other time I can remember where he showed up on time. It's because we told him that the game was going to be at like 12 noon or something like that, and he showed up at 12 noon. Or no, he showed up at 12:30, and we're like, all right, good. Oh, he's on time. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, you guys told me the game was at noon. And we're like, no, not really. The game's at 12:30. We're like, we lied to you to get you here earlier.
Oh,
He's like, you motherfuckers. Next week. Fucking late.
Jackass.
Yeah. He's a good kid, but he apologized again for the fucking hockey debacle.
Did he really?
Yeah. He's like, dude, I can't fucking apologize enough for that. I was like, dude, you're still a dick.
Oh, man.
It was funny. It's like Nick was like, yeah, I saw the pictures up on Facebook. He's like, there's Andy and his dad, they got normal poses. He's like, there's Richie going, ah, like hanging in the stands and whatnot. It was like, it's funny. I was like, it wasn't funny. Stop being a dick.
Like, sir, it is obvious that you were 6 sheets to the wind.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like when you're shit-faced in my car and we're driving to Providence and the only subject in the fucking car is the fact that you want to double fist fucking beers, man. Holy shit.
Yikes.
I'm telling you, man. No, I think my dad's right, though. He's like, you know what? Chris is a good friend. Just fucking let it go.
Exactly.
It's, whatever. It's fine.
Shit happens,
Yeah, shit happens. But I was like, you know what, man? I told Chris, I was like, all right, you got fucking shit-faced and whatnot, but, here I am. I texted your fucking roommate that I was going to be at his place at like 2 o'clock. Here I am, it's like 2 minutes to 2 or something like that. I'm at the gas station, like, down the street from your fucking house, and you call me up and he's like, you gotta come pick us up. We're in Cranston at the grill thing. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? You didn't bother to fucking tell me you were going?
I'm at Bonesaw.
Bonefish is ready. Ooh, yeah. $20, all you can drink mimosas. Ooh, yeah. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, God fucking damn it.
It is a dick move, but it's
That's
again
a
one
total
of those
dick
things
move.
you don't throw away like everything for. It's you gotta forgive him.
Yeah, but I was like, you know what, man? It's
It's something you can keep in your back pocket. Be like, hey man, remember that time that?
What? Just kick him in the nuts later? Like, dude, you remember that time
Yeah.
you were drunk at the hockey game? Yeah. Done.
You owe me, and then just walk away. He's like, I thought you forgave me.
I do now. Like, actually, I owe you another shot. Come here. Kick right in the nuts.
It would be really funny if, like, somehow you became the governor of Minnesota.
That would be great.
That'd be awesome. I'll vote for you. Fuck it. I'll move to Minnesota and write your ass in. Why not?
Let me tell you something. I ain't got time for this cold weather bullshit. Let's start this global warming thing that everybody's talking about. I think it's about time my campaign came to fruition. Minnesota, feel the heat. Minnesota, we're the new Miami.
Minnesota just becomes a giant biodome.
Yeah, we just build a dome over the entire fucking thing.
To keep it warm, like, all the time.
Yeah.
It's run off of, like, multiple cars and shit just constantly running. Large people farting.
we got large people farting into fucking giant wind turbines to generate power.
Let it never be said that farts are not our future.
We gone green, motherfuckers.
Actually brown, but
well, that's
it's
only
still an earth color.
well, that's only if you check them.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
That's truly the shit hitting the fan.
Yeah. Well, at least the gas of it. Oh, we got power for the next 3 months. Thank you, Dave.
No problem. Pass the nachos.
Here you go. Here's extra salsa. Oh, man.
I get the feeling you're going to be like, speaking of salsa.
No, I got nothing involved in salsa. I thought you were going to pull that move like, oh, by the way, speaking of stuff you put on nachos, Liz and I did this.
No.
No?
No, not so much. Nothing involving nachos or salsa.
Salsa? I don't even know her. Oh, man. So, yeah, so I gotta work on getting my brother's birthday gift pretty soon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Got any ideas?
Oh, yeah,
Or
yeah.
can you not say because he listens?
Oh, no, he doesn't listen.
I didn't think so, but...
He doesn't listen. If he does, I'm pretty sure he would talk to me about a few things. Like, dude, why the fuck are you talking about our brother like this? Like, come on. I know he's a dick, but come on. Just fucking stop rubbing salt in the wounds. But yeah.
He's not one of the 5.
No. No. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get him, since it's Derek Jeter's last year, he's a huge Yankee fan, so I'm going to get him 2 tickets to go see the Yankees, like some weekend at Yankee Stadium.
Oh, right on. Yeah, isn't it rumored that, like, this may be his last year?
Oh, no, he's confirmed it. He's like, look, I'm retiring at the end of the year.
Oh, so yeah, I'm not following.
Yeah. And a lot of Red Sox fans are being dicks, like, oh, here we go. There's another retirement thing we gotta go through. A fucking farewell tour for this guy. We just went through it with Rivera. We really gotta go through it with this fucking guy. And it's like, dude, this is the one guy you've actually said you respected on the Yankees. Like, a couple Red Sox fans even told me, they're like, look, if there's one player out there that's, they came out and said, I used performance enhancers, and it, if it turned out to be Derek Jeter, they're like, we'd be fucking shocked. So I was like, you know what, you guys at least have that respect for him, so, shut the fuck up.
He does get hurt a lot, so.
Only the past couple of years. He's getting old, sir.
It's true.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that.
Didn't that happen to Rivera? Like, wasn't he like? Didn't he announce he was gonna retire and then he got hurt, basically?
No. He he announced his retirement last year, and then he went on that big farewell tour. But he got hurt the year beforehand, and he's just like, you know what, I'm gonna come back, and at the end of next year I'm gonna retire. He's like, I at least want to have one more year with the Yankees.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, fucking kudos to that guy.
Yeah.
He's like, fucking, I don't want to hang up my shit on an injury. Fuck that. I got more shit.
That is a bad way to go out.
It is, man. That's a fucking bullshit way to go out.
Yeah. I mean, everybody wants to go out obviously on top, like winning it all, but it's not very realistic. I think it's a good, objective to at least, be healthy and get out when you want to get out.
Yeah, just be healthy, give it everything you got, and then, if you don't make it, all right, sorry, but
at least give it a good run.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just a little ticked off the Yankees didn't make it to the playoffs in his last year. I was like, man, he could have done some fucking damage.
Yeah.
But oh man, I just farted.
Awesome. Fuel for the Biodome of Minnesota.
STS Radio will never run out of power for the next 6 months.
Yeah, we have the experimental version running in Rhode Island right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. Did you hear ZLX on Wednesday?
I don't know. I might have. I did actually listen to it recently, like this week.
All right, because you'll fucking dig this. So we had comedian Craig Gass coming into the station.
I heard about this. I think through your Facebook, really.
Yeah. So he was coming in and whatnot, and kind of like last second thing, the host Kevin just looks at me. He's like, "So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have him come in here, and you guys are gonna have a Paul Stanley off." I was just like, "What?" He's like,
"That's awesome."
He's gonna do his impression of Paul Stanley. You're gonna do your impression, and we're gonna see whose is better. And I honestly, I wish I could play it right now, but it's fucking copyrighted, so I just can't fucking do it here. But he said I didn't do too bad of a job, so fucking. The only thing was, I just wasn't funny.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh,
what did you say?"
Well, they're like, "Okay, ask a question to Paul Stanley, and then we'll respond." He's like, "You will go first." He's pointing at me. He's like, "And then I'll go." So he's like, all right, so he's like, so how do you feel about being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And it was just like, well, I think I'd be a little bit happier if certain people would get in, but, and it just went on for like a few more seconds. He's like, all right, so other Paul, what do you think? I was like, God damn it, I got nothing funny here. I kind of wish I had done something a little funnier. Fucking Greg pops up with, well, if it's a good night, you wind up with a star in your crotch. I was like, son of a bitch!
Oh, man. Yeah, that's the thing. He's a comedian. He's going to have a lot of quick responses.
Yeah, he's dynamite, man.
He's groomed for that shit.
Let me tell you, I got to tell you one of the stories he told us off air, though, because it was so fucking hysterical. He could never tell it on the air unless he went to, like, satellite radio or this podcast. But,
perhaps a future interviewee.
Perhaps. He actually responded to a post I put up on Facebook. It was kind of awesome.
That's cool.
So basically, he was at, like, I think it was Dee Snider's house at, like, 3 in the morning or something like that, just kind of hanging out and whatnot, shooting the shit. And Dee tells him this fucking story. The drummer for Twisted Sister, AJ Pero, went to go get a tattoo on his back of a giant, like, dragon. And he went to this tattoo artist. Apparently, he puts in, like, a little signature everywhere. And, like, some artists will do that. Like, they'll put in, like, some little symbol or something, and, like, so people know that, hey, he did this.
Yeah.
Almost like branding.
Right.
So, this tattoo artist put in his little signature, and it was a giant cock and balls. He's like, he's like, essentially, it's a dragon jerking off this giant cock and balls. He's like, AJ walked around with it for 8 years because nobody had the fucking heart to tell him he got a dragon jerking off a giant cock on his back and a tattoo. He's like, until Brian Johnson of AC/DC is hanging out with him. He sees the tattoo. He's like, "Oi, you got a big fucking cock on your back."
First of all, people would be fucking Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson doesn't give a fuck. He's just like, "Oi, you got a big fucking cock on your back."
Oh shit, that's fantastic.
Well, like the story.
So what did he do? Did he get it covered up or something?
I don't know. That's where the story ended. I was just like, dude, that's fucking hysterical.
Oh man.
But he was telling us, he was like, the story that he had to kind of tone down a little bit, but he told us anyways, was he actually got in trouble on the Kiss cruise.
Oh really?
Yeah. So he's like, he's like, I'm performing on the Kiss cruise and whatnot. And they had this announcer every morning that would come on so peppy and whatnot. She would be like, "Good morning, rock and rollers. It's another beautiful rock and roll day on a Kiss cruise." And so he's like, she comes along, she sees me. She's like, "Hey, you're the comedian." He goes, "Yeah." So she's like, do you want to do a fun morning announcement with me tomorrow morning? He's like, yeah, sure. Let's totally do it. So, he's like, I meet her the next morning, and she's like, "So how do you want to do this? Do you want to just make the announcements and whatnot?" And he goes, No. He's like, "Do your business as usual. And at the end of it, just say, oh, by the way, we have 2 special guests here." So he does her normal announcements and what have you. And she goes, "Oh, by the way, we have 2 special guests in the studio today." And he goes, "Hey, everybody, this is Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons from Kiss." It's like, he keeps going in the Gene voice. He's like, "No, I don't want to alarm anybody, but apparently the ship has hit an iceberg, and we are sinking fast." He's like, and you got to keep in mind, we're in the middle of the fucking Bahamas. So he's like, "So what we're doing, we're fully prepared to handle this. What we're doing is we're offering 3 packages. There's the gold package, which, you'll be able to fully get into a lifeboat and, sail away and what have you." He's like, "Then we have the platinum package, which Tommy and Eric will throw your luggage overboard. You'll be able to float away from the ship, and Kiss will float by and do a private acoustic show." He's like, people were really going like, "Oh my god, are they gonna fucking charge us to get off this fucking boat?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I got in a lot of trouble for that one."
Oh man.
And just in my head, I'm just thinking like, how fucking hysterical has it got to be to get scolded by Paul Stanley?
No kidding.
I'm just like, that's got to be the most hysterical thing on the fucking planet. Like, you know,
It'd be really funny if you finished it up with like, and if you die, you'll end up with a kiss casket as a kid.
No, but I was just like, how funny would that be to get scolded by Paul Stanley? Like, the only way I can picture it going down would be like, you know, you've been a naughty boy.
We don't put up with that kind of stuff here.
I'm very disappointed in you. Now go to Ace's room. He's gonna give you a spanking.
See, that's the thing. You could probably come up with something funny, but it's probably too dirty for air. So
that too. But
yeah, you gotta kind of reel yourself in a little.
But I mean, the amount of time they gave me was like so fucking like short notice. I was like, fuck, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, if they had told me that, like, you know, the previous morning or even like earlier that morning, I would have been like, all right, let me come up with something here. Or like, give me a fucking premise to go on here.
No kidding. You can't really stand a chance against a comedian.
No, like,
especially with no preparation.
No, so it was kind of funny because like on the air I was just like, you know, I think next week these guys are gonna have me in a contest where I have to be with more supermodels than Derek Jeter. I was just like, kind of screwed either way. But yeah, man, fucking Craig Gass is fucking hysterical, man. I dig that guy. He's very nice too.
That's cool, man.
Oh, you got a big fucking cock on your back.
That's fucking great.
Oh, I love that story.
I now forever have so much more respect for Brian Johnson. So much more.
I got so much more respect for D. Snyder. Like 8 years without telling this guy he's got a dick tattoo on his back.
No kidding. The self-discipline. Did not just be like, look, man, I gotta tell you. Like, you got a giant fucking dick on your back.
Like, like, don't get me wrong. The guy put a dragon on your back like you wanted. He's like, you know, but it's...
But
it's not flying around. It's jerking off a giant dick.
It'd be great if he just goes up to him. He's like, "Hey man, I got this question I've been dying to ask you for like 8 years. All right, man, shoot. What's up? What does a dragon and a huge cock and balls have in common?
Or like,
I don't know, man.
Or like,
what's up? They're both on your back.
Or like, you know, what's the symbol of the dragon tattoo? Like, is there any symbolism with that? Well, no. It's just, you know, I think it's a really cool design, and you know, wisdom, ancient Chinese proverbs and whatnot. It's kind of cool. You know? Oh, okay. So what's the symbolism with the giant cock? What?
Yeah, like what's jerking off exactly?
Yeah, what's the symbolism of a giant dragon jerking off an even bigger dick? Like, son of a
symbology there?
Symbology? Now that Duffy has been relinquished of his throne, I believe we have an heir.
Oh shit.
Oh man, but yeah, Craig Gass is fucking hysterical. If you go on his website, fucking check out Tour Dates. If you can, go check him out because he's fucking hysterical.
What's the website?
I don't know, actually. Way to plug this shit, man.
Yeah, good job. Last week you're like, that's how you do it, Bruce. And this week you're like, I don't fucking know the website.
I didn't really know we were going to fucking talk about it. I just, you know, like that.
See, so tonight you're going to end up with the star on your crotch.
You know, you can't even pull it off, Bruce. Don't even bother.
I can't. It's true.
Can you do any impressions? I mean,
really.
Other than me having an orgasm?
I can do Heifer and Filbert. Mostly cartoon shit.
Yeah, mostly like cartoon shit. It's okay. So if you go to Craig Gass's website, it's getgass.com.
Ooh, someone just got professional.
Yeah. See, there we go. I'll save that later for the fucking plug at the end, so fuck you.
Oh, man.
But yeah, man, I need you to work on some impressions here, sir.
Like who?
Be like Sam and Frodo, like, share the load. I don't know, give me fucking something here.
I got absolutely nothing. I used to be able to do a pretty good Macho Man, but I'm way out of practice.
Ooh, yeah.
Exactly.
I fucked Stephanie. Ooh, yeah.
That's why he wasn't in the Hall of Fame for so long.
Yeah. I don't even think he's in there yet.
No, I think he is.
I don't know.
Could be wrong.
We're so fucking professional here.
Let's plug something without the website. Let's talk about something without knowing everything about it. Yay!
Hooray! Our professionalism is as dead as Fred Phelps.
Only full of far less hate speech.
Yeah. And, worms and maggots and whatever have you. But yeah, man, I need you to work on some fucking impressions here, sir. I feel like I'm carrying everything here with that.
Well, you do as far as impressions go. I'm not really an impressionist.
Oh, no, but I think it'd be kind of cool, like, if he came on the air and just like, dude, you're not going to believe this. I met this celebrity and just fucking run right into the fucking impression.
I don't know. I see that this came up before, and I feel like later on I was like, I do know impressions, but every time you put me on the spot, I can't fucking think of them.
All right, so here's your homework for the week.
What is this, Fight Club?
No, because otherwise we wouldn't be talking about it. Dumbass. And I'm pretty sure that... Okay, never mind. There is a guy with giant boobs here. No, your homework, 3 impressions.
3?
3.
Any particular ones?
Nah, just whoever you think you can do, other than the ones that you already know you can do.
Yikes. By next week?
Yeah. Why
I'm
not?
so fucked.
No, you're not. Come on, man. I'm pretty sure you can do a good Lou Ferrigno or something like that. Like, Lou, can I have your autograph? Like, thanks a lot, you fucking big retard. Fucking jack off.
What about Andre the Giant?
Can you do that one?
Not well, but a little bit, yeah.
You gotta kind of have like a mush mouth for him, like.
Yeah.
You
gotta
only
talk like from like your jowls or something.
Jowls. You gotta talk from like your fucking the bowels. Like seriously, you gotta talk like you got a mouthful of mashed potatoes.
Anybody want a peanut?
Yeah, it's like oh God, no! Bruce, he's doing it again.
The doggy paddle.
Yeah, see, there we go. You're working on it. You're working on it. Good. See, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. There's one. See, now you only have 2.
1 down, 2 to go.
See, just essentially all you're doing is just making a fucking caricature with your voice. That's all you
I
gotta
really
do.
just have to figure out like I just have to go back in my mind and think of movies that I've watched tons, and
Yeah, like
there are certain things that I'm sure I could do from those like movies that I've watched a bunch, you know.
Oh yeah.
'Cause I'm sure everybody can. They have favorite movies and they can quote them up and down, left and right, like you and me with Lebowski.
Exactly. They can quote lines like a motherfucker, but I can't really do the voices of anybody in that movie though.
That's the thing, yeah. Like that kind of it really has to be specific. Like Jeff Bridges as Rooster Cogburn, I kind of enjoy doing from True Grit. That's kind of funny.
I do not know this man.
Exactly. Yeah. I do not know this man.
Why can't you climb the tree? I'm too old and too fat.
That's a great line.
That was probably my favorite line from the whole movie. Because I was like, he thinks he's fat. That's adorable.
Oh man. Hoorah!
What? What the hell was that?
Yeah, I remember with the he's arguing with fucking Matt Damon, and he's like, "You've been hoorah'd by a little girl," and he's like, "Hoorah'd."
I don't remember that. No. I have to go back and watch that.
Gone the whiskey gone. Seized in evidence. That didn't pan out.
No. Like one of the ones I've been working on though is fucking hysterical. Was Rick from The Walking Dead. It's so dude, it is so fucking hysterical. Like, there's two things that I've really noticed that he does that I've kind of picked up on. And, like, as soon as you hear this, you're going to pick up on it, too, and you're going to be like, oh, my God, that is fucking hilarious.
Oh, no.
Like, whenever he's in a panic and he's screaming for Carl, he doesn't even say the full fucking name. He's just like, Carl! Carl!
Carl!
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like it becomes grumbled and like so awful.
And, like, whenever he's exhausted, like, which is pretty much fucking all the time, and somebody asks him, like, a yes or no question, he's like, yeah. Yeah. It's like, say yes. Don't be like, yeah. Then you sound like a creep that's standing outside of a fucking playground. You're just like, Rick, you wanna help me get some water out of the well? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we touch the water? Like, fucking get away from me. I'll feed you to the fucking walkers, you dick.
You're not going anywhere near it now, you creep.
Yeah, really.
Freaks me out. Fuck you.
By the way, we're taking your son from you. He doesn't like you anyways.
Oh, man.
Fucking Christ, man.
So I think I heard that you finally watched that episode.
I did, yeah.
Crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the Talking Dead after that episode too, and it pisses me off like how fucking stupid they can be. Although the one cool thing about it is it was the first appearance of CM Punk since he walked off of WWE, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But like they're so fucking stupid. They're like, you know, they're like, you know, the zombies that show up that are all charred and shit. They're like, do you think that's from the house that Daryl and Beth set on fire? I'm like, of course it fucking was. Like, they saw the smoke earlier. What do you think that was?
Yeah,
there's
like,
another giant fire nearby?
Yeah, like somebody else is just like, let me set fire to this. They'll think it's somebody else that did it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they're like, oh, we don't know. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we can bet that was that fire. Like,
Although I think Punk actually made a really, really good fucking point, though, in which he said, you know, those kids needed to die.
oh yeah, I completely agree with
I was
him.
like,
They're for
it's kinda
different reasons, but
I was
yeah,
like,
totally.
fucking morbid, but like, fuck it, he's right, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good point.
It's like, look at the flowers. Just look at the flowers.
Oh man.
I'm just waiting for
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a fucking copycat killer to be out there, just be like, apparently before he kills his victims, he just keeps muttering, "Look at the flowers, look at the flowers."
That's terrible.
That is terrible.
But
But
you think like if Rick finds out that he's gonna be like even more pissed at Carol? Because like he was pissed enough when she took out the sick people. Now that she fucking killed a girl who wasn't sick, I mean she was sick mentally, but
I don't know, because I think Tyrone will fucking stand up for her and just be like, look,
Tyrone,
whatever, fuck it, Tyrese. All right, so Tyrese,
like, Ty,
whatever, the fucking guy that was with him. Yeah, I think he's gonna stand up for Carol and just be like, look, I had the chance to take her out. She confessed to everything to me. I had the chance to take her out, but I forgave her.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna be like, look, this girl was fucking unstable. Like, she was unfucking-believably fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, to kill her own sister is kind of fucked.
To kill her own sister, but then to be like, I'm gonna kill the baby too. It's like, okay then. Let's get the fuck out of here.
No kidding.
But yeah, like, I know he's gonna be like, well, look, you know, she was the one who was feeding the walkers back at the fucking prison. Remember the fucking rat that I showed you that was, like, cut open and fucking dissected and whatnot? That was her again. Like,
right.
Carol did the right
again,
thing.
Talking Dead was like, oh, we didn't know that until now. It's like, I knew that fucking as soon as I met that chick and saw how fucked up she was. Like, as soon as they started revealing how fucked up that girl was, like,
yeah,
it was pretty obvious that was the one who was feeding them. I mean,
yeah,
come on.
it's...
When she's like, no, they're people. They're just different. Like, okay, she's the one feeding them. She's fucked up. Who else would it be?
But then again, I mean, fucking, to be fair, Herschel was like that when we first met him. He's just like, look, they're people. They're suffering. Blah blah blah.
That's true, man. That's a good point. Like, he had people feeding them chickens in the barn and shit.
Yeah, but I mean, Herschel eventually came around. And he's just like, they're a fucking menace. We gotta destroy them, Rick.
Yeah, and Herschel didn't have, like, you know, serial killer tendencies. He was just an alcoholic who became a vet.
Yeah, and he's like, you know what, man? Fucking, I understand what's going on now. Like, okay, delusions of fucking grandeur over here. Like
one Shane shot him in the chest, and they're still coming, and he's basically pointing that out. Like, what human do you know that can do that? I think that's when it kind of sunk in.
Yeah, he's like, look, they're not wearing any body armor, anything like that.
Explain that.
Yeah, go for it, Dick. I dare you.
But that really gets me to thinking, like, what other show do you know of in history ever that has ever had another show devoted to it the way The Talking Dead is devoted to The Walking Dead? Like, think of any radio show, TV, anything. What other show do you know of that has ever had another separate show devoted to it?
None that I can think of, man. Actually.
Isn't that kind of weird and crazy?
That is, actually.
Like, geez, man.
Yeah, that's beyond fucking crazy, man.
Like, the show has such a following that it begs another fucking show just to talk about it. That's pretty insane.
Yeah. It's, it's weird, but, like, now all these popular shows are starting to have, like, little wrap-up shows, if you will.
What do you mean?
Like, just, like, with The Walking Dead, like, it wouldn't surprise me, like, if, I'm actually kind of shocked, like, Mad Men doesn't have one, Breaking Bad, I don't think, had one. But, like, people will come on, like, after the episode airs and be like, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
It's like, we just saw it.
Exactly.
Like, do we really need to fucking talk about it? What we just fucking saw?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why I keep watching it, because especially the last few episodes have been irritating me, because it's like, I just feel like they're not paying attention. And then, like you're saying, like, I just watched it. I think you kind of need to give me time to process it and think about it. Like, I kind of like when shows, are that you watch it and then a week later you watch the next installment, because it gives you that week of time in between to think about what you just saw. And then when it comes again, it's sort of like, I don't know. I think it has a little more meaning and it sinks in a little bit deeper that way, as opposed to being like, all right, you just saw it, let's talk about it too,
Yeah, like, it's kind of weird though, because I was looking at one of the previews for the next well, it's kind of like a teaser poster kind of thing for the next episode of The Walking Dead. And it's like Carl, Rick, and Michonne, and they're walking along and says, like, who will arrive or who will survive or something like that. And they're like, does this mean that Rick is gonna die? I'm just like, no, because this is his fucking story.
Exactly.
Like, you're not killing him off. I'm sorry. Like, kill off Carl, please. Like, we've been begging for this for, like, 3 years now?
They're not gonna kill Carl. No way.
I don't think they're gonna kill Michonne either, because, like, huge fucking fan favorite. I think, like, if there's, like, 3 characters they're not gonna fucking kill off because they're fan favorites, it's Daryl, Rick, and fucking Michonne.
Yeah, although they're doing some pretty scary shit with Daryl with that whole gang.
Yeah, it'd be kind of interesting to see where they go from there.
Yeah, it is gonna be interesting.
But
see, and now they have this fucking podcast dedicated to it. Shit, man.
Well, at least a good 20 minutes to it.
That's true.
Yeah. Carl.
Car. Does he want a car?
But there's a bus right
the
behind him.
Hyundai's right over there, man.
Yeah, there's a bus right behind him. Did he just miss that entirely? Alright, I think that's going to do it for us this week.
Yeah, we gotta go find Carl.
Rick, you want to go finish dinner? Yeah. Like, dude, I'm telling you, like, go back and watch season 3 where Rick, like, loses his fucking mind. When somebody asks him, like, a yes or no question, he's always like, yeah. I swear to God.
One thing I liked is that anytime he wanted to tell someone, like, something kind of intense, he would always, like, tip his head and, like, get a little closer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
it was so
like
funny.
one of the other things he did though that fucking like pissed me off all the time was like he would like essentially have a gun pointed at somebody, but the barrel would be like pointing almost down at the fucking ground at them. And meanwhile they're standing like straight out. And it's like, what are you gonna do? Shoot his fucking feet? Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Shoot his dick off? Yeah. Carl.
All right, plug time, sir. Plug time.
Go for it. All you. You know I'll just be a fucking train wreck.
You always
That's what I do best. Train wreck city.
Train Wreck City.
Yeah, Train wreck city.
It's
My
always-
new band, my new project.
Train Wreck. I think that's what you said. We were like Train Wreck City. Yeah.
I have a new band called Carl.
Carl.
It's called Carl, but we never pronounced the L.
Yeah. All right, so don't forget you can check out past episodes of STS Radio on Spreaker.com, on iTunes, on YouTube. Just search for our username, the STS Radio. You can also check out our friends over at the Mike and Billy Show on Spreaker, on fucking iTunes as well. I believe they're up on YouTube. I'm not 100% sure on that. Fuck it, whatever. Mike from the Mike and Billy Show actually is on a TV show called Wicked Bites on Nessun, so you can check that out every Saturday morning. I believe at 11 o'clock on Nessun. And don't forget, you can check out our friend Craig Gass. Go to his website, getgass.com, for all tour information and every other bit of information you might possibly fucking need.
Booyah.
Yeah. No train wreck. Professional. Professional, sir.
I'll practice that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. See you later, everybody.